All right, so every single one of us has our own crap, right? The goal is to bury it and move on temporarily. Stay with me, right? My name is Shawn, Meaike, and I appreciate you watching this. What I mean by that is I was a social worker in college my freshman year. And I remember this professor stood up and he was talking, and this girl said, you have to understand something. Right now, I'm going through these things. And they were legitimate college concerns. Like, seriously, they were legit. I get it. She had stuff going on. And he looked at her and he said, let me give you some phenomenal therapeutic advice. And I'm waiting, right? Because I'm like, dude, I'm like, the social work thing's pretty cool. And this guy's actually a social worker. And he said, have a seat. I'm going to help you. Get over it. And I just stopped. And I thought, and he said, wait a minute, I'll say it a few more times. Get over it. And then he started to explain and elaborate. He was actually one of my favorite professors I ever had. And he started talking about the fact that I'm not saying you don't have stuff to deal with. But let's take any situation in your life. When that situation comes at you head on, the stuff you got, and we all have stuff. I'm not comparing mine to yours or yours to mine or Tim's to Tom's. We all have stuff. And by the way, some much more acute at any moment in time based on what they're going through, right? What I'm telling you is when that stuff is happening, what else matters? I was trying to do a scholarship fund for a college, okay? I hope this guy watches. And I literally went into the college, and I was dressed like this because I like to dress, t-shirt, shorts, sneakers. And I said, listen, man, I want to develop a scholarship fund for $100,000 for kids that are at need, because I was at need financially. My mom, she didn't have much money going through college. So I was at need, so I wanted to redevelop the fund, right? So I do this whole thing with the guy, meet with him for a couple hours. He talks about all the stuff that's going on in my life, and then I leave. And a month later, he sends an email accidentally, okay, to my administrative assistant. And it's my evaluation. I didn't even know they did this. He evaluated me and I guess my ability to actually donate money. And he went through this whole evaluation. The first thing he said was he thought I was a decent guy. He had a good time talking to me. I was an alumni. But he said, he basically said, Shawn, in quotes, is more hat than cattle, which I didn't know is some rancher term for a guy that's basically full of shit. I didn't know that. I learned that. I actually Googled it because I didn't know. I was like, what does that mean? I know he's making fun of me. And then he started breaking down why. And he said, Shawn said that he got divorced on this day and launched a company 7 days later. That couldn't have happened. Okay. Then he said he launched a company in this day and they had like no infrastructure, and then he says he's doing hundreds of millions of dollars 4 years later. And I'm like, but we are. Like, he went through everything in my life that he believed was a lie based on his own interpretation. And what it was his crap, right? He was working a state job, not mad at him, in his 60s, not mad at him. And he decided there's no way this guy in his shorts, t-shirt, with a social work degree was a successful businessman. And think about that. He pointed to personal things in my life and said he couldn't have done that. You think I was happy going through trials and tribulations in life? I wasn't. You think I was excited? No, it sucked. And it really sucked. But you know what I did? I went to work. It did still suck. I was like, but you know what? When I get out of work today, it's going to suck. When I used to go to appointments and meetings, I'd leave all my crap in the car. That was my deal. You should do that. Whatever you're doing in life, your kids, if you're having a terrible day, you don't pick your kids up and tell them how bad your day was. If you do, that's really pathetic. Stop. You go, well, I should let my kids know it's real. No, you don't dump your stuff down. You tell your partner, you tell your spouse, you pray to God. You don't grab your children and go, let me tell you how bad my day was, son, and how pathetic I am. You keep that to yourself. You keep it to yourself like an adult, right? And it might fester, and it might feel like it's going to blow up. And you will deal with it eventually. But what you have to understand is right now, I was reading this book one day, I was talking about these guys in a war, and the guy said, man, I should have done this and this and this. It was during a battle. It was in Somalia. And the other guy looked at him, he's like, listen, man, there's going to be plenty of time to think about that stuff afterwards. Right now, we got to get guys out alive. Sometimes in your life, you just need to get out emotionally alive, physically alive. So I got it that you have crap. I have plenty of it. The people that say they don't have crap are sociopaths. They're lying. They have their own crap. Thank God you're not them, because they think they're perfect. You know, when people go, well, I'm a perfectionist. No, you're a liar and you're a sociopath. You have crap just like us. Your crap is unique. It is yours. We all have it, but there's times you need to ball it up, put it somewhere, handle your business, and then it'll still be there. Go talk to somebody. Do what you got to do, but you have to own your stuff and put it somewhere for a minute. You don't have to perseverate on it every day. And I'll leave you with this. If you're thinking about something that you can't control, you're in a relationship and you're not happy about it, and that person leaves you, okay? If you can't do anything about it, why would you think about it? Okay, I had a business deal and it fell apart. Okay, is it over? Is there anything you can do to salvage it? Absolutely not. Got it. I've been sober for X amount of years and I had a relapse. Okay, what can you do about it? I can't, I already relapsed. Are you sober now? I've been sober a week. Good for you. If you can't control it, stop thinking about it. I hope this helps. Again, please, I promise you, I can teach you stuff and show you stuff that don't cost $1. I've screwed more stuff than these other guys up. They won't tell you what they screwed up, and they don't know a lot, and stop paying them for content because they're stealing your money. It's larceny. They should stop taking your money. If you want to watch more, you want more information, please subscribe, please follow. I need your help. Let's get the message out. Appreciate you.